Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So I'm actually headed up to my shop, RT Tuning. I'm getting a few things done. Ever since I installed the Faction Fab steering wheel, it's been a little off-centered. The alignment is totally fine, but I think the steering angle sensor or something needs to be readjusted. Just some fine tweaks because it's kind of tilted to the right a little bit, a few degrees, so they're gonna resolve that. Also, back in October of 22, I got the brakes refreshed. So I did new rotors, new pads, and the rotors are steel rotors, and the hats over time, just from the Northeast winter, and plus it's steel, it just gets that surface rust, which looks ugly. It looks like the rotors have been on for 20 years. So what we're actually going to do is take them off, have them sandblasted, and then put a coating on the actual hats. That way it will look better and they won't rust, and they'll actually look nice. And while the wheels are off, I'm just gonna get my tires rotated. Since it's been roughly about 2 years since I got the wheels and tires put on, I haven't rotated them since, so I'm gonna get that done as well. So it's gonna be a fairly quick trip at RT. Usually my trips there are much longer when I had the STI, getting a bunch of things done. But these are just few minor things that I wanted to get accomplished, get finished, since the truck is pretty perfect right now, and I just wanted to get all those little kind of nuisances out of the way. So we're gonna get that knocked out. So I'm gonna head up there. I got about 45 minutes left in the drive, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna capture much while we're there. It's gonna be a quick visit. But either way, I will catch back up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so we just finished up at RT. I just found this little spot over here, so I figured I'd pull over. Gonna be hard to show you, but I am so much happier with the rotor hats. Again, it's gonna be hard to see, but they were completely rusted out. You actually painted the rotor hats as well as the top lip around the rotor. If we go in the back, you can see it a little bit better, but it's just a matte black, so kind of hard to see, but you can sort of see it right there. It's all painted. And I'm happy he did the ring around on the top as well, because that was rusted out. But you kind of see it a little bit better on this side without the direct sunlight. I wish I got a before shot. Unfortunately, I forgot to get one, but yeah, that just looks way better. We look in the front as well. It just looks so much cleaner, so much better than what it was. I know it's such a small detail and not something that you guys will notice, but for me, it bothered the heck out of me since they were brand new rotors and it looked terrible. It looked like they've been on the truck for a very long time. Also got the tires or the wheels rotated as well, since I didn't get a chance to do that. And the alignment as well just needed a touch up, and everything is perfect. The steering wheel is perfectly in the center now, and it's so funny just how small details like this make me absolutely fall in love with the truck all over again. Not that I was out of love with it at all, but just doing small things like that really makes me enjoy this thing even more. Especially, I haven't really seen it with the new bed cover on the back as well, with the Backflip MX4. This thing is amazing, and I'm so happy with how this truck has turned out. Plenty more to do, but for now, I think I'm pretty set for its current state. So yeah, so let's head back in the truck, head home. I wanted to show you a little bit of an update on the pressure washer setup, since I kind of fine-tuned that and got that to where I wanted it. And then we can wrap this video up, but I also wanted to mention that E90 M3, that black one that you guys saw in the shop, that thing was actually rear-mounted twin turboed. Not many people do turbo setups on E90s or E92s. Most people just go to an ESS supercharger or something like that. But this was a rear-mounted twin turbo setup. Pretty crazy, pretty cool to look underneath by the mufflers and see two giant comp turbos in the back. So I'm sure that thing is a lot of fun. But enough talk, let's go ahead, hop in the truck, and let's head home. All right, guys, so we are back home. It's actually a day later, but I wanted to update you guys on a few things. First and foremost, obviously, you don't see the STI here. My wife and kids have kind of taken over the spot a little bit. My wife has been parking a little bit further over, and we got a stroller and the Power Wheels here. But however, this stuff is getting moved out because this spot is going to be filled very, very soon. So be on the lookout for STI replacement very, very soon. Very excited. Looking forward to sharing it with you guys. But what I want to do in this video, real quick before I show you the pressure washer, I wanted to show you my alignment specs for anybody that was curious. So one of the things they did at RT, as I mentioned, was get my alignment touched up. So the alignment was totally fine. It was just the actual steering wheel that needed to be realigned. As I mentioned, it was kind of over to the right a little bit. So what they did was kind of recenter it and just kind of fine-tuned a little bit. So they adjusted the toe a little bit on the left side and everything is good. They didn't change anything else. So it was pretty quick in terms of that. Now I mentioned that I was pretty content with the truck in terms of modifications, but we got a few things coming up. I do have an oil change coming up. Yes, I did order way too much, but I will be using it for future oil changes. But it just takes 6 quarts and obviously 1 filter. And I also got a new drain plug. I always like doing new oil plugs when I'm doing oil changes. I haven't done it on the truck yet, so I decided to pick a brand new one up. So that is good to go. So I'll be doing a video on that as I always do. And also I'm still waiting on the Morimoto Gen 2 taillights. So you guys know that I ran the Gen 1s for quite some time, sold them. I have the stock ones back on since I did place my order for the Gen 2s back in November, but they kept pushing it back. First they said January, then they said March, and now they're saying June. So still waiting for those to come in. I also have the Morimoto boost bar up there to install. So there's definitely going to be some things on the truck soon. Hopefully we can get those taillights in because I cannot stand running the stock taillights, and I'm really looking forward to the Gen 2s. But that is all for the truck for now. I will update you guys once I get some things in and we get an oil change done on that. So I will update you on a future video. But as for the pressure washer setup, I told you guys I kind of finalized this temporary setup. We are potentially moving to a new garage at some point, and like I said, this is just temporary. I just wanted to get this up and use it. I have used it a few times. It's absolutely awesome. Love it. And I'm really looking forward to kind of permanently setting it up in the new garage eventually and getting it all nice and pretty. But for now, this works very, very well. So last time I left off, I didn't have it kind of fully in place where I wanted it. So a few updates that I did in terms of actually holding the pressure washer onto the shelf. If you can see underneath there, there is some very strong Velcro. A lot of people use this for E-ZPass, so I can easily remove this if I want to, but it's definitely on there. It doesn't move at all when it's on. So it's a great alternative for not having to drill into a very expensive shelf. And you know, it's serviceable if you ever need it. You can just take it off. So if anybody's interested in the E-ZPass tape, it's just Velcro. I actually have some left over in here. So if you guys are curious and you do have an Active 2.0 and you're looking to kind of mount it the way that I did, this is what I got right here. So if you can see right here, this is by 3M, dual lock, Velcro. This is the same stuff they use for E-ZPass. It is fantastic. You can cut it to the size that you want and use it for basically anything, and it works very, very well for the pressure washer. Also, another thing that I did was use the hose clamps, as you can see back here. I put them up against the wood here, so now it's in a permanent position, and it looks really clean. It's nice and tucked up behind the reel, the Cox hose reel here, so it looks very, very clean and very, very kind of out of the way. The last time I kind of left off with this was this right here was sticking straight out. So it was coming straight out like really far. It looked really ugly. I had one of these laying around. This is a stainless 90-degree elbow with a male end, and I also had an MPT or N22, I believe it's called, fitting that goes right into the pressure washer here, and a quick disconnect. Unfortunately, it's not stainless like everything else. It's brass, but it works, and it's all quick disconnect. This is all stainless, so it snaps in very, very nice and looks very, very good. Maybe I'll update this with stainless one day if I can find one, but it's working for now, and I'm really happy with it. And the setup is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this hose. Using this is an amazing experience after using my old pressure washer hose that I've used for like 10 years. Super hard, it always got kinked up and tangled and everything. This is super pliable and it never gets kinked, and I have 100 feet of it, so I can get pretty much anywhere, all the way out in the driveway, anywhere in the garage. So it is really, really nice to have, and just to clean up is fantastic. All you do is just reel it up and you're good to go. And yeah, super happy with the Active 2.0. I do want to get an outlet put in here, really simple. I could just tap into the wire here, and I can get some power, so I can shorten the power cord so it's not all ugly behind there. But we'll see. Once I get some time to get that mounted up, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a video on it or something. But yeah, there is the pressure washer update. I think it looks pretty good for a temporary setup, and it gets the job done. It's out of the way. It looks super clean. Looks much cleaner than the Greenworks setup that I had here for quite some time, that I kind of put together with some parts that I had laying around the garage. But yeah, looks great. I'll definitely be doing a demo on this and kind of giving you guys my review very, very shortly, whether it's on the truck or the new car. I will definitely update you guys once I get some time to use it and kind of go over all my thoughts. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Absolutely love the truck. I love how everything turned out. But yeah, I will update you guys very soon. Next week, actually, I'm going to pick up the new car. I'm actually taking a one-way flight, which is something that I've always wanted to do. So taking a one-way flight and driving her all the way back home. So to me, that is a bucket list thing that I've always wanted to do. Just taking a one-way flight and driving her all the way home. It's the best way to get to know a brand new car to you. And I'm really, really excited. And I know you guys are too. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.